Hey guys, Choppadong here, and as we head into what is week 14, I believe, of the NFL season, kind of getting towards the last quarter of the season, I want you guys to understand something. Hopefully, you've learned as you've been members of DFS Army and even Sportsbet Army. I think that one of the things that we need to understand, wrap our heads around, is just how small the edges are in these games. And one way to do that is to actually have some fun with numbers. And probably, if you're a dork like me, flipping coins is fun, and rolling dice and stuff is fun. And I found a way to maybe display how random these games can be when it comes down to running little tests and probabilities and things like that. And if you're a dork like me, you get it. But if you're not a dork like me and you invest your money and you expect to win steadily without any ups and downs, and you have tilt issues and you have emotional issues, and you maybe chase bad losses because you can't wrap your head around the fact that, oh my God, why am I still losing? And maybe you don't understand what the long run really is, then maybe a little experiment like this will help. What I did was I went out to a random dice generator, and I figure if you win at 55% of the time in sports betting, that's good. That's not quite good enough in DFS. You need to win your cash games at about 60. Well, depending on the games you play. 55% is probably a pretty good number, 55 to 60%. 65% is absolutely smashing cash games. But, 55% is about, I guess, the break even point for the rake, too. So let's just assume 55%. And how would we find that in a random number generator? Well, we would roll a 20-sided die. And every time that the number was 11 or under, that would represent 55% of the time. So if we just play with the game a little bit, I want you to see the swings. And I stop and I count the numbers of 11 and under. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times and 4 times we lost. So 6 times we win, 4 times we lose out of 10 slates, out of 10 lineups, out of 10 contests, head-to-heads, whatever. Let's do it again, because we should win at about 55% of the time. Let's see, a bad streak. And you can see the hot streaks, and that's 3 losses in a row, essentially. 4 losses in a row. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 6 that time. So we're already 500, right? 10 wins, 10 losses. You see where I'm going with this? But we went 6 and 4 in that first set, and 6 and 4 in the second. And guess what? That's 20 times. Your NFL season's over. Now you tell me, are you a winning player yet? Do you even know? Do you have a clue? No. That's the problem. Many of you guys get into these 17-week runs and you think that building one lineup in 17 weeks, magically you're going to win 12 of the weeks. You have no damned idea if you're going to win or not. You have no damned idea your skill level yet. You haven't rolled the dice enough times. So let's do a third round. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 5. Ye frickin' haw. We are still a 500 player. 15 wins, 15 losses. And this is just random, guys. I'm just stopping it and starting it wherever I freaking feel like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 4. Maybe we're starting a little winning streak. That's 21 and 19 now. 21 wins and 19 losses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 4 again. Look out. Here we go. Now we're starting something big. 27 and 23. I mean, man, you're rich, right? You are 27 and 23. You are a winning DFS player. Absolutely, unequivocally. We've rolled the dice 60 times now, and you're 60 samples. That's what, 4 years, 5 years of NFL, and you know for a fact you're a winner now, right? Wrong. Why? You don't know yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holy shit. 7. 7-3. That was a good run. We are now 34-26. And you're probably starting to get sense after your 7th season of NFL that you're starting to be a winning player. Now here's what I'm trying to get. Here's what I'm trying to get at. If you are if it takes that long to get through, say, 60 or 70 games, slates, lineups you built, whatever, in NFL, would you go, I don't know, 70 games? Not even half the season of baseball season? What, 2/3 of an NBA season? And would you tell yourself, I'm only in year one, I'm a losing player, got to hang this up? Or would you tell yourself after 2/3 of an NBA season that I don't know yet, it hasn't even been a full year? Then seriously, why the F are you thinking that after 8 or 9 weeks of an NFL season you have a clue? This is the problem. People don't translate the bigger picture. They don't translate the long run nearly well enough. They just assume that after one NFL season I lost, that I'm a loser. No, not even close. You don't know yet. Look how many NFL seasons it takes to add up to a baseball, a basketball, a hockey season, right? And even after a couple of years of baseball, 320 games, you still would, yeah, I mean, you'd be pissed, but you'd still understand that I may not know yet. I'm getting better. I'm learning more. I've joined the DFS Army. I'm talking to coaches, like Chapadong or whatever, and they're explaining things to me in a way that I didn't think of necessarily before. And hopefully the light is coming on and I'm building better lineups and I'm getting closer and I'm no longer putting tournament lineups in cash lineup situations, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm starting to figure this thing out and my numbers are starting to improve. That's a good thing. That's what you're after. Let's do this one NFL season at a time. That's what, 17 weeks? Let's try that. Let's see if this would have been a winning or losing year. Remember, 11 and under wins. So, week 1, winner. 2, winner. 3, winner. Holy shit, we're 3-1. I can suffer this losing week. That's okay. I'm 3-1. 3-2. 4-2. 5-2. 5-3. 5-4, 5-5. Uh-oh. 10 weeks into the year and I'm only a 500 player. What happened these last 3 weeks? What happened these last 3 weeks? Why'd I suck? Why'd I suck? Nothing happened. You've only got a 5% edge over a 50-50 coin flip. You're 5-5, up 6-5, 7-5, 8-5, 9-5, on a roll, 10-5, hot streak. Did this do anything for you? This 10-5? You're probably riding high. You're probably telling all your friends you kick ass at NFL because you just won 5 weeks in a row. You're 10-5. It's completely within the acceptable range of possibilities. But now you're 10-6, and now you're 10-7, and you finish the year 3 games, 3 weeks over 500, and you probably feel like you didn't do that well because you lost those last 2 weeks. What went wrong? Now you got all season to think about it. What went wrong? How did this happen to me? I had 5 winning weeks in a row, and then all of a sudden I just completely lost it. I suck. I need to go back to the drawing board. No. If anything is sinking into you in this little video, I hope it's the fact that after one season of NFL, you don't have a freaking clue. You're still a newbie. You don't know if you're winning this game or not. You could be, 15-2. That is possible, and still be a losing player long term. You could also be 2-15 and be a winning player long term. Now, because that outlier is so extreme, 2-15, you don't really know. I mean, the signs are more towards being a losing player than a winning player, but if you were, I don't know, 10-7 or 7-10 or something like that, you're within that range of possibilities where you don't really know yet. You need to put in more time. And that's the idea of what you guys are trying to learn here, what we're trying to teach you guys here in different ways all the time. Hopefully, this gives you a kernel of confidence, really, that whether you're winning or losing, you just need to stay the course 1 week at a time, keep playing fundamentals, keep learning, keep growing, keep getting better, and start twisting those odds more towards the 55% of the time you should be winning, but also keeping in mind it's only 55% of the time. There's going to be long winning streaks, long losing streaks, and it's just the shit of the game. It's the way it is. It's just the way it is. You need to accept that. You need to wrap your head around that. And you need to be okay with that. Otherwise, this game is going to drive you to the loony bin and you're going to hate it. If you enjoy this game like the rest of us do, most of us have learned how to handle this kind of up and down swinging nature of the game. But if you haven't learned to handle that yet, you need to do more talking. You need to do more experiments like these. You need to figure out things for yourself and figure out where your head needs to be, because it clouds your judgment. It ruins your future decisions, which turns you into a losing player. If you want to be a winning player, bankroll management is key. Understanding the law of large numbers is key. Accepting random volatility is key. These are skills that can be learned, that can be dealt with over time as you gain experience. But they absolutely are concepts that need to be grasped for you to become a winning player. Hopefully this little experiment helped. 10, 11 minutes? Something to do on week 14 of the NFL season. So let's toss this out to the gang. And if you're looking for coaching like this, DFSArmy.com is obviously the place to be. Use the coupon code CHOP, CHOP, and get that 20% off discount each and every month that you're a member. Peace out, homies. Talk to you very soon.